Hey everyone, I'm Fevin. Welcome to the channel, and in today's video we're going to be doing a Destiny 2 guide on Altars of Reflection Catalyst. We're going to primarily be focusing on just the puzzles, not more so the boss fights or the DPS or how to get there. It's pretty simple stuff, but the puzzles can get a little confusing, so I actually ended up doing a Twitch stream when I was doing this. And so we're going to take some of those VODs and show them on this video how I ended up doing these puzzles. So without further ado, let's get to it. And see here on the very first part, we have the Altar of Reflection Catalyst, kind of just northeast of the of where Finch is. So we can just go straight there. Once we get to that portion, then that's going to take you're going to fight through a couple of mobs, and that will end up taking you into the coming room. Okay, so when we come into this room, you're going to do one of those altar of lights. You're just going to grab one of those lights. You're going to head backwards this way. You're just going to try to align this particular image. The problem is it's very finicky, very picky, so try to just work your way backwards a little bit, just kind of how I did here. And then you're going to work your way forwards, and once you can kind of align it so where there's no black spaces or any shadow spaces, I guess you can call it, then it'll actually end up activating, and you should be able to get the actual puzzle done for this portion. But then it's going to take you to a second location, and in this location the puzzles are, this at least for this particular one's, a little easier. All right, so on the second puzzle, you're gonna have 4 rings right in the middle, and these rings are basically, they're gonna have different symbols on them. In my case, you know, it's 1 2 3 4 in that order. All you're really trying to do is on the map just try to basically match each symbol to each placement on the map, as you'll see right here once I actually end up approaching it. This one's, you know, fairly easy, it's not too confusing. So you'll just end up going to the first one. Like I said, it goes from left to right in order. Just find all of them in the correct manner. If you end up messing up, just go ahead and redo it again. It's not going to change the configuration. Once we get the first puzzle done for this section, then the next one's going to open up. It's basically the same exact thing. So you're going to have the 4 matching icon, or the 4 icons, and from left to right, but the room is actually filled with more symbols that are kind of fake, you can call them. So you're gonna have to pay a little more closer attention to what you're looking for, but for the most part it's still fairly easy. So you're just gonna look for the symbols, make sure that you're doing it from left to right in order, and after that you should be able to complete this puzzle, and I will open up the next section, which is just going to be a boss fight. Once you clear that boss fight, then you'll end up being able to pull up the memory with the worm that you get. For the second quest that we have on this, or the second mission, is the Altar of Reflection Insight. And this particular mission is basically at the Fluorescent Canals Lost Sector, but it's kind of deep in the back. Once you go in there and you clear out all the enemies, you're going to get to a section that looks just like this, again with the lights, and same thing, just walk your way yourself backwards. You're going to be looking at that particular image. It looks a little skewed, so what you have to do is get some elevation, and so you're just going to jump up on this little ledge, and then it's a little bright here, so you just got to kind of try your best to align it, or at least if you can see where I'm particularly at on this image, you can kind of adjust it so that you can actually get this symbol locked in. But like I said, maybe yours might not be as bright as mine, but mine was definitely bright. But once you get the adjustment, you'll lock in the image and you're good to go. Okay, this puzzle that's coming up now is part 2 of this puzzle quest. This one can be a little confusing, but I'll try to explain it to the best of my ability. You're gonna have 9 lines, vertical lines, and you have to basically hit or shoot which ones are correct. And in order for you to get the correct ones, all you have to do is shoot the ones that don't look the same as the rest. For example, in my combination here, number 2 has that epsilon looking symbol at the very top, so that's not the same as like number 1 or number 3. And same with the other one, the epsilon, the third to last one. The epsilon is all the way at the bottom, does not match the rest. And then the very last one, there's 2 epsilons, and so that doesn't match it. So once you basically get that going, you just shoot all 3 of them, and that should unlock this first section of this puzzle. Now the second section of the puzzle is you're basically following the same set of guides. You're gonna have 6 circular bases around the map, and they're gonna have 3 vertical lines to shoot from. All you have to do is make sure you go around them. If all 3 of them on the same platform match, then none of them is a correct answer. You got to look for the platforms that have 2 out of 3 that are matching and 1 that isn't matching, and then you shoot the matching one. And you should have just 4 platforms with that same category, and once you do that, then you should be able to finish the quest off. All right guys, I hope this guide was helpful for you. You were able to solve these puzzles. If you have any particular questions, concerns, or comments, just go ahead and comment down below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if this was helpful for you. Other than that, I will be doing a video on the other mission that's available called Preservation, which has basically 10 puzzles within that mission. We'll be doing a video on that so that you are able to get the exotic ghost from that particular mission. I hope you guys have a good night or a good day wherever you're at. I'm gonna let you guys go. Peace and love from me. Bye.